So my name's Tam, and I am Development Director for Cornwall Community Foundation, and we're really thrilled to be the beneficiaries of this wonderful evening. So thank you to Alan and all of the volunteers for putting on such a great evening. Thank you to all the choirs for giving their time and performing so beautifully. Can't wait for the second half. And thank you to all of you for coming along and buying your tickets. If you don't know about Cornwall Community Foundation, we're one of 47 community foundations across the UK, and actually this year is our 20th anniversary. So we collect donations from businesses and individuals, and we distribute them in small grants to grassroots community-led organisations across Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. Last year, we gave out 663 grants, totalling £2.3 million. So, yeah, pretty amazing. Thank you. As I know we can all agree, Cornwall is a spectacular place to live, and I count myself very lucky to live here. But behind that, people are really struggling across the Duchy at the moment, and I know that's something that everyone is aware of. COVID and the cost of living crisis really exacerbated existing issues that we had across the Duchy in terms of housing, social deprivation, rural isolation, in-work poverty, and sadly, a lot of people are really, really struggling. I would encourage you to have a look at our Vital Signs report, which we produce every few years. We work with the University of Exeter to produce it, and we gather data from hundreds of different sources to measure how Cornwall is performing against the rest of the UK in things like education, housing, the economy, the environment, health and well-being. And sadly, it's not a fantastic picture at the moment, I'm afraid to say. But the good news is that there are many, many incredible people across Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly working really, really hard to help all the people that are in need. They're really at the front line of their communities doing incredible work, and the grants that we're able to give them allow them to carry on that vital work. We fund all sorts of different groups, some of which are large groups, which you will be aware of, places like St Petrock's, the Wave Project, Wadebridge Food Bank, all sorts of groups that you will know. But as well as those, there are hundreds and hundreds of really small groups working across the county that you will never have heard of, but they're really, really helping those struggling in their community. That's everything from food banks, homeless shelters, choirs, groups for the rurally isolated, climbing groups for mental health and well-being, anything you can imagine. There are people doing great, great work, and our funding is helping them to carry on. And we specialise in small grants, so please don't underestimate the impact that £8 ticket or that very generous donation for teas and coffees can make. It really does make a huge difference to these people, keeping the heating and the lights on for those groups to run, helping people to top up their electric, helping families who aren't able to feed their kids that week. There's really, really sad stories at the moment, and so every little really, really does help. So enjoy the refreshments, enjoy the second half, and thank you so much for being here and for helping us to help Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. Thank you.